I like your ring.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 3, Episode 8 of Motivate Me 313's podcast. We are officially live and ready to get this show on the road. Again, this is Season 3, Episode 8 of Motivate Me 313. We looking forward to a great show today. Before I even introduce the topic and our shout out to our sponsors and everyone else, I want to introduce everybody that's in the building today. Starting off with little big bro Yusuf Dabit. He's in the back doing the ones and twos, so we appreciate little big bro Yusuf Dabit. To the right of me, you got my sister Sidr Dabit. She's here and she's in the building, ready to deliver another great show. She was not on the show last week, even though she was in the building last week. Of course, you got myself, Omar T. To the left of me, you got my other sister, Abir Dabit. She's here. And then our guest for today is Shema, the artist, Shema, the teacher, Shema, all the future radio host. Shema, clap it up for Shema. Inshallah.
That was a great intro.
Thank you. Looking forward to a great show today. So today,
I'm gonna make a comment. I love your Instagram name, the She Made Art.
Yeah.
That was really creative.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's funny? My brother thought it was Shema the Art.
I did too.
Huh?
I did too. At first.
Yeah, of course it's men.
Yeah.
Shema the Art. It's a play off my name, and then SMA are my initials.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
That is very.
Sorry,
I love
No, for real.
anything that has a play with words. I love that.
All right.
Very.
I like it.
Very creative.
I like it.
And so today's topic, we're going to be talking about, Shema and all the stuff that she does, being the artist, being a teacher, and what she does. But then we're going to have a little bit of, fun with this, which is we're going to do some would you rather questions. And listen, it wasn't easy for us to come up with a decision like this with all that's going on in the world today. Obviously, it's really hard to laugh and smile with everything that's going on. But we did want people to have something, that maybe they can take their mind off of it. Not that we don't want you to, but it's one of those things where, just enjoy the moment. And then obviously, we're all hurting, we all feel some type of way about what's going on right now in the world. But we just want to make sure we just continue doing what we're doing, delivering for you guys out there to watch something that hopefully, gets you
lighthearted.
Yeah, a little lighthearted, exactly. Like a little lighthearted to get you going. So that's kind of what the conversation is today. Would you rather questions, like I said, and we're going to learn a little bit more about Shema. But before we discuss that, again, first of all, be sure to follow us on all of our socials: YouTube, Oz Media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. If you want to call in, today's the day. We'd love for you to call in. The number is 313-306-1750. Again, 313-306-1750. We are going to have Would You Rather questions in the second part of this show. We'd love to hear some of the audience members' thoughts on different situations. So would love to hear that. Shout out to our sponsors. You have Hanley International Academy. You got Juice Box. You got BC Adhesives. You got Balkan House. You got Qahwah House. You got Specialty Medical Center, and you got. I think I mentioned all of them. Yeah. So shout out to all of our sponsors. We're gonna begin with Juice Box and Hamtramck. Yusuf. Shout out to Yusuf. Was it? You gotta read them off. All right. So shout out to Juice Box. All right. So we're gonna give a shout out to the place that's in Hamtramck. If you're looking for a place with the best smoothies, milkshakes, ice cream, cereal bars, and slushies, then Juice Box is your one-stop shop. You can try things like their Biscoff and Nutella shakes, crepes, watermelon blast, strawberry burst, or mango smoothies. And if you're looking for a place to hang out, they have a comfortable outdoor patio courtyard area that you and your friends can enjoy while trying those delicious drinks. So be sure to stop by Juice Box. They have a Hamtramck location right there on Joseph Campa, with more locations coming soon. You'll be sure to leave there with a smile on your face. You'll also be able to order your drink from the new Juice Box app, which will be coming soon. It'll be downloadable on all of your smartphone devices. Shout out to Hakeem. Shout out to everyone over there at Juice Box and Hamtramck. With that said, Shema, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Tell us what is it that you do. Maybe dive into a little bit of your life, maybe your past, growing up. I know you mentioned you taught in Hamtramck. Yeah, dive into all of that if you can.
That's a bless. Well, I was Sada's teacher when she was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
What did you teach at that time?
Well, I was a parapro.
Okay.
And we were all in college, and it was a gym with Mr. Carson.
And she works with Mr. Carson now.
Yeah,
so.
I just started working at something.
Man.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites. We were like the OGs from Hamtramck.
Yeah.
And left Hamtramck, got my own classroom, started teaching and taught for like, I don't know, like up until like 2019, 2018, something like that.
Oh, so you're not teaching anymore?
Well, I'm teaching.
Oh, okay.
I'm teaching. I took a little break. Got into my art. Let me clear my throat and get some water. Teaching all day, like you end up like overusing your vocal cords.
Yeah.
So like you end up sounding like you're going through puberty. Like right here. So you sound like me. But yeah, my dad, that was a hobby that me and my father, Allah yarhamu, we both shared. My dad was very artistic. He was more in like impressionistic art. And when I started teaching, my dad would come into my classroom and volunteer. And, you know, when I taught in Detroit, he would come into my classroom, write the students' names in Arabic, change it into like lions. He would come in like into animal figures. And he would volunteer, like tell like old folk tale stories of like how the tiger got its stripes, you know, how the lion got its mane, why the giraffe had a long neck. And that was something that was just something that me and my dad shared together. And I was always fascinated with Arabic Islamic calligraphy. But when my dad used to work at Chrysler, he used to come home from work. The only kind of like shows that were airing on like PBS was like Bob Ross. And we were just so mesmerized by him. And my dad was more impressionistic up until, like, I'd never really got into art like super deep. But when my dad passed away, I really struggled with that grief. And I didn't know how to cope with it. And I just started living actions and doing the things that he loved. You know, I picked up his old camera. I, you know, started painting again.
Did that help you like have that connection?
Yeah, because like to be truthful, I never went through death. I never knew someone that passed away. And then on top of that, it's your parent. Like you grow up thinking your parents are immortal. They're going to be around forever. And when he passed away, I think everyone in our family really grieved in their own private way. And I mean, I started getting into art, started painting, and then my brother came by and he's like, listen, I think we're onto something. Let me take you to Blix because I think something can happen here. Let me get you some stuff. And I'm like, sure, why not? So I went like on a shopping spree. Shout out to my brother Wyndham for that. But he got me like so much stuff and I just started painting. And I painted one thing for a friend. And then she hung it up in her house because she loved it. I'm like, really? Like, you really like it? And she goes, I love it. Like, it's so sentimental. I'm like, is it sentimental? Or do you really like it? Or are you, like, not
Trying to be
telling me the
nice.
truth? Like,
I mean, it's good enough to go in her living room, then, of course.
And then so many people started asking her. So then I sat on, like, got my notebook and I started writing things down. I'm like, what would my Instagram handle be? So it's a play off of my name, She Made Art, Shema. And Shema, it just depends on how you know me. And yeah, and alhamdulillah, like it really took on it turned into something different really quickly. I'll never forget like calling a student youth organization. I called them up and I pretended that I was this amazing artist, that I'm on back orders and everything just to get me in the door and to sell my art, and all the proceeds would go towards the fundraiser. I just needed something to get out there. And then from there, it was like a little bit of followers. I mean, I was looking at one of my old stories, like it was 79 followers. I mean, I took a long necessary break from Instagram, but like, alhamdulillah, like that's my art.
I love that.
You're kind of keeping up his legacy as well.
Yeah, like don't they say like everything that they taught you, they get hasanat for it, and they reward that, you know, they're rewarded for it. So I find comfort in that. And you know, my art quickly turned into like a page where I would share painting tips because so many people would start like imitating my art, and I'm like, ooh, this is good if people are imitating it.
Yeah, 100%. That's the best form of flattery, right?
Yeah.
Is imitation.
I don't mind, but you know what? This is my philosophy. there's plenty to eat at the table.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
You can do what I can do, but you're not going to be able to do it as great as I can do it.
Yeah, everybody has their own twist.
Yeah, I'll always be 20 steps ahead of you. Why copy? Why not just follow instead of having a fake profile?
Right,
Why not just
right.
follow and just
Why not
share
support
my
each
tips?
other?
Yeah, there's plenty to eat at the table. At the end of the day, my rizq is from Allah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
No, great points, and there's a great story behind what you do, and thank you for sharing that. I don't know if anybody would have known that, just judging off of, looking at your page and stuff.
Well,
like
let's not get it twisted too. Like, there's like not much of like products out there. There's not items out there with like modern abstract Islamic art. You got Nice Price,
Yeah.
and that has like the old boater like art pieces. And then we always have to rely overseas. I've always like kind of imagined if my art, if an art piece would be at a hotel lobby,
Yes.
and then there would be Islamic calligraphy
Yes.
on it. But then it quickly kind of like towards the end, I just felt like I was constantly painting what other people wanted. Like I would do consultations and talk to them, and they would want their painting to match, no offense out there, but like they would want their painting to match a pillow. I'm like, really? You want the painting to just match the pillow? Don't, like, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know your story.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, do you know the meaning by Ayatul Kursi? This Ayatul Kursi painting is not going to protect you.
Yeah.
Insurance. If God wills your house to burn and flood, it'll happen. That painting is not going to protect you.
Right.
You have to have it, like, in your
your
heart.
Yeah.
So do you prefer when people have consultations with you and tell you what they want, or do you prefer like when you can freelance and do your thing? And
I love it
trust
when
you.
someone wants do your own thing. This is what my area is like. Just do your own thing. I love that. But like even growing up, I don't know about you guys, but like when you go to lectures, even like during Ramadan, we prayed in our house like Salat Jama'ah every Fard together. And we wouldn't just be able to leave this together. Like my dad would always tell us like stories about our religion, the prophets, hadiths, and that was like probably like the most exciting time after Salat that I would look forward to. Like, what's my dad gonna tell me today? Like, what's he gonna teach us? So like, in my mind, I would always think about like, what does it look like? Like, what did it look like when Musa parted the sea?
See,
You know, what was Musa's dua? Like, what was that? Like, I'm slowly turning my art pieces into storytelling pieces that truly are anchors for future paintings. Like, no offense, like I'm done painting for people. I'm done. I want to paint. Like you end up as an artist, you end up losing your autonomy. You end up losing your creative element.
your niche.
Yeah. And it's like, no offense, but like, if you don't like my art, you're not going to buy it. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I want my art to be able to tell a real story.
we went to an event last year, and I think you made a donation of your art as well. Was it the Promise Relief Organization? Was it your art that was?
I made so many donations,
Yeah.
I wouldn't really remember.
Yeah. Well,
If I
was
see a
gonna-
picture, I would know.
Yeah. Well, she, that's what you do as well. You even do art just to raise money for good causes as well. So,
Alhamdulillah.
alhamdulillah.
Listen, I hearing you earlier when you said about how Musa split the sea, I could imagine that in the background of an art piece in his dua.
Yeah.
Like in
Hasbiyallah
front
wa
of
ni'mal
that,
wakeel.
yeah, mashallah. That would
Or like-
Why am I getting
gorgeous.
emotional?
You know what? I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, it makes me sometimes emotional.
I got like shivers.
Like, I listen, like, my inspiration, it doesn't just come from pictures and talking to clients. It really comes from the Quran, listening up on
lessons.
lectures. Exactly. Like, I remember one of the most sentimental paintings I've ever painted, and I felt like this is where I want to align myself more, was painting a piece for a new mom in her nursery. But listening to her story, knowing that she tried for so long to conceive,
Oh my God.
I was just like, do you mind if we just kind of forego your child's name and we just write kun fayakun? Because that's how Allah created Adam subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
Kun fayakun. Be and it is.
Yeah.
Like that. Those are the types of paintings that really like sit with me forever. Like, I'm not just a forever guest in your home. You are giving me an experience that I get to think about, and it lives rent free in my head for years to come.
That is
So
beautiful.
cute.
That is great. That is great. And so going back to the art situation, you do, you're very, detail oriented, paying attention to details. The art is beautiful. Like, how hard is it to make sure that you pay attention to like every little thing, especially with the art that you do? And, is there something that helps you with it? Like, how do you go about doing that art?
Like from the time of commission to the end?
Yeah, or just even like the drawing.
Painting?
The actual paintings that you do. Like, do you sit there and if you mess up, like, how do you like? What's your game plan?
Alhamdulillah, that's why they call it abstract.
Yeah,
Or like, do you sketch it out before?
yeah. Like,
So when I talk to a client, I ask them like, what measurements do they need? Like, what size are you looking for? And then from there, we kind of like get an idea of what the composition of the painting is going to look like. The only details that really matter is making sure the calligraphy is on point. The background.
That's hard. That takes skill.
Or like
that's the part right there. Like, that's not easy.
It's not. It's not. It's a lot of like silence, waiting for my mom to go to sleep in my room, music off, like nothing, like zone in. If I leave, it's an emergency if I have to leave my spot, because you get so in the zone where things are easily overlooked, and it's not just triple checked. It's like you're reading the ayah like 30 million times, making sure you don't miss a tashkil, a kasra,
Dhamma.
a e u babi tati too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely not easy. And like I said, look at her work. She made art on Instagram. Follow her. You'll see all the amazing work that she does. Any final art questions before we run this last ad? Because then we're going to get into the would you rather questions. So, I mean, obviously.
I think you're really excited for the would you rather.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to
I have a
asking these
question.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when the piece is finally done, like, are you hard on yourself? Do you like, like, how do you finally be like, okay, now this is it. I can't keep messing with this.
Alhamdulillah, like I have really good communication with my clients, and I take pictures throughout the entire time. We do like, a pre-sketch of what it could look like, but there's no promises. Like on paper, it's not going to look like and translate exactly on canvas.
100%, especially with paint and acrylic. And
Yeah, and then your medium and your texture and building that texture, like an art. Like sometimes, I had a painting that took me 2 years to finish.
Oh my God.
And I think that was like the hardest painting to ever paint. And that wasn't for anyone, that was just for me.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, like, how did, like, I wonder how much that ended up being if it was for 2 years. But obviously it was for you, so.
Yeah, it was just something that I wanted to do from the beginning of She Made Art. I think one of my favorite stories was Sarah in the middle of, Hagar in the middle of the desert. She just gave birth to Abraham's son. And Gabriel comes down and takes his heel and throws it into the ground, and then water spouts out. May Zamzam. I think that's probably one of the most, like any story about Gabriel, man, I'm on it. Like I'm like listening to it, reading up on it. So like I have a special series coming out real soon, inshallah. And I had a exhibit not too long ago.
Sorry, can we get the breaking news air horn? She just gave us some breaking news. Yeah. Special series coming out.
Yeah, very special series coming out. And it has to do with, my previous exhibit that I had at the Black Box Gallery. And
you had
So
something
it's
there.
actually, I'm sorry, I might be wrong, but where they sell the coffee?
Yeah, it's
where
in the
they
middle.
it's like a walk through art place.
I never
And
knew
then
you
you
could
have
go in.
coffee. Yeah.
I literally
yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
at
there's a door.
at the window.
Yeah, there's a window and then there's at the
Yeah, and Brother
one side.
Al-Qadri, he does an amazing job with curating great artists around the regions all over the country and bringing them into one place.
Beautiful.
And we did an exhibit, East Meets West, and it was awesome. It was during Ramadan, and I still get goosebumps when I think about the paintings that I painted, and I was really, really scared about putting them up there. Because I'm like, is this guy gonna think like a third grader just painted all this?
Oh, no.
And just dropped
You
it
are
off?
definitely hard on yourself. I could just tell.
And because it was something completely different than what I've been making. And I was just like, oh, like, is it like, and I've been, till this day, I've been so scared to just post them on my page. Because you feel vulnerable. Like, you feel like, you know, subhanAllah, like, you feel naked.
Yeah.
And other people are judging your work. I'm like, I don't want you to judge my work.
That's
I'm
true.
good.
Who was like the first? Sorry, this is my last question. Who was the first person? Like, do you show someone your art before you kind of?
My mom.
Okay, I was gonna say, who's your
I feel like
go-to?
in second grade, I feel like I'm a kindergartner every day.
Mama, look.
Yeah, look. And I love her validation, but she's been like my greatest cheerleader.
I love
Like,
that.
you know, out of all my paintings that I painted, she goes, "You're not gonna sell this one. I want this one up there."
Aww.
And I was like, okay.
I like that. That's
That's
so
awesome.
beautiful.
Just to let you know, I sent your page to a couple of my coworkers. So, yeah.
Well, I'm not accepting commissions until
Yeah.
December 15th.
Oh,
December 15th.
December 15th. I taught at the DIA on
it's her
Saturday.
birthday.
Is it? Happy early birthday.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah, I alhamdulillah, like I'm super kind of like backed
Of
up,
course,
and then
yeah.
also with teaching, and then I also teach. I'm finishing up teaching at the DIA, so I just need to finish that road, and then I'll be able to open up more commissions. I'll be able to take a little bit of commissions throughout the rest of 2024, but I really want to concentrate on painting 10, 15 paintings that I want to paint. And then I'm working with a company that reprints them on canvases, like printed canvases.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, a 1 week auction. Once they're sold, no recreations. But if you wanted that painting,
The digital copy is
you can
there.
get a digital copy. So it's another, you know,
Per.
residual passive income.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is
Sada,
really my
Sada
last
just gave her the purr though. I just want to let her know.
Per.
What does per mean?
Confirmation.
Like the
Like-
ST step.
Oh, نحن يماني. We go.
Dang, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, would you ever be an illustrator for children's books?
That's one of my top. That's one of my things to do before I turn 40.
Okay.
I gotta
We might
learn.
have to talk.
Really?
Yeah.
See, like I don't like painting people,
Okay, I guess it is. There is. A
but I
big
can
one there.
do like
What if it's
really
animals?
good. I can do that. Like I'm painting a mural for my school's library. I'm doing that for them, and
It's cute.
I know it really
Really,
is
piece that
cute.
you will always.
Do you get tired, like physically tired? Mashallah.
Like wait, like with all the
When
stuff
you're
that I'm
painting
doing, or when
and
I'm
stuff?
painting.
No, when you're painting.
I don't know. I mean, when you love what you do, you
Yeah,
never
I
work a day in your
guess so.
life.
I
You know,
guess so.
it's something that's so I don't know how to describe it. It's like, you know, yoga, but working out, but it's all happening up here, and it's like, you know what, like, this is happening. I'm doing this. I like seeing the process till it ends. You know, I like seeing the evolvement of it.
You're literally speaking to me because I'm very, as well, artistic. I do decor on the side as well as teach. So I love seeing nothing to something. I love that.
It's growth as a teacher. Like I love it when my students come in. They don't know anything. They have no prior knowledge. They don't know anything about what we're doing, and then they can walk out like smarter than what they were 3 hours ago.
100%.
Like numbers, data tells a story. Like things tell a story, and seeing like a painting and then slowly working on it. Like that painting that took me 2 years, I still think it sucks.
Oh.
I still like. There's things about it that I just don't like.
The good thing about having a painting at home is that you can always add to it. You can always tweak.
Not
it.
this
You can
one.
always- Really? It's
This
done?
one is like.
I need to see a picture.
It looks like
of
Yom Qiyamah at this point. It looks like just a lot. So we'll see how it comes out.
We should definitely, if you have a picture of it, let us know.
No,
Okay.
this is
Okay.
something
yet.
like
All right.
All right, there
Something
you go.
personal for
There you go.
yeah.
Well, with that said, we're gonna go ahead. And do you ever use glue with any of the artwork that you do?
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, we're gonna give a shout out to BC Adhesives because they are a gluing company. And
Okay.
if you ever need any glue, if you ever need glue, that's where you need to go to. So shout out to BC Adhesives. We got the thing working too, so I don't have to read through the ads. So shout out to BC.
Wait, hold on. I don't want people thinking that I use glue as like a finishing
Yeah,
product.
yeah,
on
yeah.
my
No,
painting,
no.
And I stick things
No,
on.
she
No.
paints.
yeah.
She paints,
like
but-
we mix it with when we want to make like
Texture.
texture.
Yeah.
Mix it with even like concrete. drywall mix. Like that really like helps. building
Or
that
book
texture.
binding, product assembly, or many other services, then you go to BC Adhesives. You know what I'm
Send it to my
saying?
address. You can send me a box.
Shout out to BC.
You know, I believe it's very important for every team to stick together. And what I do here at Oz Media to make sure we are all one glue is I stop by BC Adhesives.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what it's used for.
Nah, Yusuf, it's not. But you can go to BC Adhesives for all your industrial adhesives needs. They do food packaging, book binding, product assembly, and many other industrial services. So if you're in need of adhesives for your business or having trouble with your current adhesives applications, you can contact them by phone 1-888-679-9825 or go to their website at www.bcadhesives.com.
I figured.
All right, we are officially back and ready to keep it rolling. Now comes the would you rather part. But of course, if any questions or topics come about the art part, feel free to ask them or shoot them away. So basically, now this is the part where we're gonna give scenarios and we're gonna hear people's answers. We want this to be a light conversation and one that we can all enjoy together. So here we go. First question. Are y'all ready for this? By the way.
Yes.
Are you ready, Sada? Are you sure? Everybody good? Everybody ready to go? All right. Yusuf, what were we saying? Yes, I was going to say yes, for sure. I was actually going to say that, Yusuf. I was going to recommend that too. Turn on your mic. Make sure your mic is on, Yusuf. So Yusuf's going to be joining us too. All right, first one. Okay, we're going to start off with Sada. Everybody's going to get a chance to answer, but would you rather take an all-expense paid dream vacation every year for a month or have the job of your dreams? So an all expense paid dream vacation every year for a month. So like 1 month out of the year, paid dream vacation, or work your dream job for the rest of your life.
Paid vacation. I'm not I don't have the work ethic. I really like my job that I have right now, but I will hopefully one day I want to be a housewife and not work. So I'll definitely take the month vacation.
Abir.
My dream job would be traveling and doing humanitarian aid. So I think I would do the dream job.
I'm with you, girl.
Let's go.
That's your answer too?
I would do a dream job. Heck yeah.
And travel and do humanitarian
My
aid?
dream job. Yeah, of course.
Like, I feel like I would be so fulfilled mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, it would just, I don't know.
That's
I
cute.
feel like I am experiencing my dream job right now, though.
Okay.
Like I'm experiencing both. But maybe I gotta go like this.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say that if you can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is already low.
But a month vacation sounds great. But if you had a dream job, you can go on a month anywhere you want.
Yusuf, what are your thoughts?
Dream job for sure. Just like you said, dream job, vacation anytime you want.
Yeah, and I'm going to agree with that dream job for sure. I mean, personally, taking that to the side, I was going to mention that too. If you got that, you could obviously go on a vacation. But dream job for me, because at the end of the day, I mean, you're doing something that you love every single day, and it won't even feel like work. Obviously, I'm a big vacation person, but to be honest with you, I think a month vacation anywhere is too long anyways.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
a max,
More max 4 days. I'm literally going
a
crazy.
week, 2 weeks.
You all need to
pushing it.
woosah.
2 weeks, you're pushing
woosah.
it. Yeah,
3 months, I don't care.
But you know
2
what?
weeks, you're pushing it.
I think the longest one that we've last had, well, because we went to Mexico for like 4 days and that was perfect for me. But the one that we had for a week, maybe it was because I'm just so tired. Like every time I remember that, I don't want to go on vacation for more than a week. That's why I'm saying that. So hopefully,
It really does depend on who you go with.
yes.
I think that's
How many people do you travel with?
That vacation in
It was like
particular,
what 20 something of
Yeah,
us.
it was ridiculous.
It was like a hat. Like
That's
family
not.
vacation.
They don't normally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first time.
Magic
last
number
time.
is 4.
Yeah, because I remember when we went on when it was four of us.
When it was 4 of us,
we
went on
had
a
the
cruise.
time of our life.
Amazing. Had
Yeah.
so much fun. The second time, everybody's like, "Oh, I want to come too."
Yeah,
No,
never again.
I'm not even going to cruise anymore. خلاص.
Yeah.
قنعته.
There you go. So that was the first one. Here goes the next one. Okay. Would you rather start off with you, Abid? Would you rather spend the rest of your life with the sailboat as your home or an RV as your home? So sailboat or RV?
I would say RV only because I can't deal with the water that long.
Yeah.
I can't. I would drive around. I would.
I mean, do you not remember what happened to the submarine? Like,
Yeah.
why would you ever want to be on water?
Right.
Right. And then I also heard
Shark Week.
Cool.
La 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 la.
I mean, you know, there's people that live in the water like that, though. Like that. I mean, they pretty much live in their boats and
because they're
I've
rich.
never
And they don't care.
I've never heard of that.
I mean, in
RV.
their boats.
And the sailboat?
They have shows on like Bravo. Yeah.
Yeah.
At sea.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Bon
Yeah.
voyage.
Yusuf, you were shaking your head. No, talk to us, Yusuf. Let us know what the situation is, man.
I'm choosing sailboat because first.
you have not even been on for a long period of time.
When has he ever
first
been on a
off-
boat?
I'm on a
first
cruise.
off, a sailboat is not what you think it is. You know what?
Wait, yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the sail.
Yeah, but like I've been on Uncle Nash's boat. But
Oh yeah. Shout out to Uncle Nash. We gave Uncle Nash a shout out.
You guys are mentioning submarine stuff. You know that's in the oceans. When I'm thinking sailboat, I'm thinking like in lakes and stuff. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
and then also like RV.
He already had this planned out.
No, an RV like unless you're having it like I'm just thinking of the smell if I continuously stay there inside of a car. You know, I don't feel like it'll be the best.
You can open the windows.
Bro.
You can get a wash.
You can park. You
Yep.
can climb a mountain.
Yeah.
go to nowhere basically and just zen out, see the
I've
stars.
been asking me and my friends, I'm like, who wants to rent an RV and just go to Tacoma Falls, go to Pictured Rocks?
I'm
That's
telling
like
you.
my dream trip.
Just literally finally being able to take the world out of your brain and just focus on you and your internal. I don't know. It's something about that for me personally.
2 for 2. I mean, I mean, we're on
And
the
then,
same
like,
question.
I usually, when I see those TikToks, they're like going to Planet Fitness and taking showers there and stuff like that. So they make it work.
Yeah,
Oh, you mean because the RVs?
I would definitely live in an RV too. I mean, I like water and all, but I can't be in the water for that long. I'll definitely get, motion sickness and just seasickness and everything else in between. So I would love to be in an RV. I'm not gonna lie to you, I would love to have an RV trip, even if we rent out an RV just to try it out. But ultimately at the end of the day, I can't do the sailboat, that's for sure. Too much going on.
Well, good to know that Yusuf wants to sailboat. So, I could hang out with him in his sailboat and he could come to my RV when
Yeah.
he gets bored.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to go on a sailboat with Yusuf. He thinks they're on lakes. He thinks they're on lakes.
All right, next question. All right, here we go. Number 6. All right. Would you rather? This one right here. You have to listen to it. All right. So, would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn?
Repeat the second part.
Yeah. So again, would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn? So basically, know what everything you're gonna learn from this point forward, or go back to age 5 and know everything you kind of learned up until from 5 till now.
It would be really sad if I found out that I'm going to die at 38. No, I would rather go back to the age of 5.
Go back to the age of 5.
Yeah, I would invent Napster. I would call out on games like big championship games and win. I would bet on that probably.
You're so funny.
I would I would be like Superman, saving people from natural disasters, big calamities.
But does it affect how she'll grow up again?
No,
Or is
that's
she
not the
gonna grow
butterfly
up the
effect.
Don't do this right now.
It's
Sasha.
not the butterfly
How am I
effect.
supposed to know my answer?
Yeah.
Because if it's going to affect of how I'm growing to the person I am today, then no. But because me knowing the future might affect how I want to move after today.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
Obviously, it's gonna affect the way you move after today, because you're gonna know answers to stuff that you didn't know. So you're gonna be like, all right, you know
I'm
what?
looking
I'm
at
not
you
gonna
like,
do
ooh.
I'm not gonna do this part. Or I'm gonna do this.
I don't know. I think I'll just still do the future one.
So wait, as in like,
I think I have an idea why you want to know the future.
I want to know the future because I don't like to look back. Like, I like how everything happened, how it was meant for that. So,
But if you look into the future, you're doing the same thing but the inverse of it.
Yeah, but that's what I read.
And you're going to circumvent it.
That's what I read the deal.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I would
I'd rather go back to age 5 and
So the
become a
thing is-
millionaire by the age of 13.
The thing is with me.
Spelling bees. I would want to be boom, boom, boom.
The thing is with me, I like to know before I get myself into things. So I rather know the future. But go ahead.
I mean, what are your thoughts?
I would say the past. I really would. Only because.
3 for 3.
Only
Did we
because
just become best
I
friends?
feel like.
Yup.
I guess so. Only because I feel like if I can go back to being 5, one, I can cherish a lot of things that I feel like I took for granted, and as well as be a better person. And knowing if I could go back, I have my whole life ahead of me. I could be 10 times. I don't know. I just feel like I could be 10 times better than who I am today.
Like, is it gonna affect? See if it's gonna affect, and I'm gonna learn and blah blah blah. I would probably want to go to the, to my past too.
Yeah, because if I know what I know now, I can go back and, like she said, definitely be
Vet Napster number 1.
This is hard.
and just everything. But at the same time, I'm not so much worried about my future. I feel like I'm content, and I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? If I can go back and I know that from 5, like by the time I know I'm gonna survive until 33, right? But I can make my life better. You know what I'm saying? I would rather do that, because I don't want to know when the end is. I don't want to worry about when the end is. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
What if it was just unfulfilling?
Yeah. What if you see?
But you can change it though.
Yeah, like, if that's gonna happen, no, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I would rather change it at a younger age and then like even more.
Yeah.
I mean, this is.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean,
hard.
honestly, with me, I don't even know. I don't even think about
You
this one.
can't say I don't know.
I know. I'm not gonna say I don't know. So I'm trying to come up with the answer. I would do the future one, just because I want to argue with Shema.
You know what I
Abid right
think?
now.
Usually people that what they say, people that worry about the future have anxiety, and people that worry about the past have
Depression.
no.
Like, I thought that's what she was gonna say.
I had a move. I almost spat in my best friend's face.
I would say I don't want to say resentment either, but I feel like
Why was the future one
yeah,
automatically
she already
anxiety?
knows, she already knows
But then,
you're
like,
worried
the past one, she's like, I don't know.
because you're worried about the future. When you worry about the future, it's anxiety.
It's not so worrying
Yeah,
about it.
I
It's
just
just like,
knowing.
I don't want to, like,
It's not
I'm
worrying
just
about it.
over
I'm
her,
not
like,
worried about the future. I would
I'm-
just want to know the future so that I can move around the right way, so that I could probably either
Google.
avoid it
Worry
or
about
make
the
the necessary
I want to go in the
steps.
past so I can become really, really rich.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is also true. Yusuf, what's your answer? What's your solution to all this right here? It's a 2-2 tie, Yusuf.
Past as well. I'd go back to the past, just like everyone said. Become a better person myself, and since I've already known everything. I mean, I'm only 18, so then I would, I could be able to help other people as well.
My man, your life just started, my guy. You still got a whole lot of
Same,
future
bro.
ahead of you, inshallah.
I don't know.
13 years, man, it's a lot.
Inspirational. All right. Shout out to Yusuf, though. We appreciate him. That's kind of the answers right now. Abid, were you looking that up, that quote? What you got for us on that quote, by the way, Abid?
I haven't found it yet.
No,
Okay.
have you found it and you just don't like the answer?
No. I'm literally just.
Okay.
Wait, does that say depression?
No, it says people that usually have a difficult time not thinking about the past is just how their brain is wired. That's what I'm reading right now.
I'm very
Specific
not thinking
memories,
about the past or thinking
feelings, thoughts, patterns, stuff like that.
So people that think about the what?
Past, like
They-
have a difficult. People that have a difficult time, like not thinking about the past, is due to how their brains are wired. Because like certain specific memories, feelings, thought patterns that they haven't like fully felt through. So they like
Interesting.
kind of think about the past.
Well, I'm
Which kind of
very
is-
good at forgetting
What?
forgetting.
I haven't
certain
wrote
things.
that.
Somebody.
Some psychologist.
Thrive Counseling.
There you go.
I don't know. I'll get the answer for
WebMD
you guys.
for-
I work with a lot of therapists, so I'll get the answer with you guys for you guys.
The Balkan House, Yusuf. We're going to give a shout out to the Balkan House restaurant. We appreciate them and their support, of course, Juma and Hassan and everybody over there at the Balkan House restaurant. And then we're going to continue on with the Would You Rather.
You know what, Yusuf, man? I'm in the mood for some Balkan food.
Yeah, man, me too.
Well, there's no better place to go for Balkan than the Balkan House restaurant. The Balkan House restaurant is famous for their doner kebab sandwiches. But did you know that the Balkan House now serves breakfast? Did you also know that all their food is 100% halal? There are currently 2 Balkan House locations, one in Hamtramck and one in Ferndale. But they now also have 2 food trucks, so you can book your next party or event with the Balkan House on wheels. If you're looking for a nice place to eat with friendly service and great prices, look no further than the Balkan House restaurant.
All right, what were you saying, Abid? You want to share
We're
that?
just finding more things that we have in common.
Okay.
Apparently, we are last minute people too.
There
You
you
like
go.
long walks on the beach too?
With the right person.
Like long walks to the fridge.
All right, next one. All right. Yusuf, we'll have you start off with this one since I think everyone kind of started off with one so far. Would you rather live without internet or live without AC and heating?
Without internet, easily, because we can do so many other things. I mean, I'm saying that because I know I could be able to be outside. I know I could, obviously stay active. The internet, I mean, yeah, you don't need it, especially if you have a phone and stuff. If you got service, you're fine.
When's the last time you went to Yemen? Because you're literally describing it.
Yeah, that's true.
He was too young to be on any device.
When it comes to Yemen. Shema, what are your thoughts?
I can't live without internet.
Really?
No. How are you going to like be able to call someone?
You have service.
Wi-Fi, service.
You have service, but you don't have
Internet.
internet. Really? Yeah. That's
Well, how are you going to get information? News? Word of mouth?
okay. I mean, yeah. Or they can
Abela.
screenshot it and send it to you.
Screenshot? Nah. I don't want no filtered media.
No. But okay, listen. Say you had no internet, right?
Okay.
And I seen something, and I'm like, it reminded me of you or whatever. We had a conversation.
How are you going to go shopping online?
Yeah.
I could go to the store.
How are you going to pay your bills?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Khalas. Internet is the way of life. How are you going to order Domino's? Hungry Howie's?
I could go there. It's fine.
How
I
are
don't
you
care
gonna
for
How are you
internet.
gonna find?
Okay, I'll go to you guys' houses. You guys have internet. I don't.
So
So you're an enabler. You're looking for someone to crutch.
Why are you choosing, the AC and heat?
Like that's AC.
Because
and
I've gone to
heat.
Yemen so many times.
And they didn't
I
have
don't get
AC or
scared of no AC at all.
in Michigan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm outside playing softball all summer long. I'm fine with heat.
So
I don't mind the heat
Do you not-
or the
I don't
sun.
like it.
The sun can slap me until February, but you can't shovel sunshine.
So your internet. Your
Hell
team
yeah.
internet.
Yes.
Abir.
100%, especially because I live alone. Come on, guys. It's the way we live right now. It's literally the way we live. Everything is on the internet.
YouTube, podcast.
I teach.
Osmia.
I need the internet. I need my YouTube, my Khan Academy videos. I need it. I need to be able to. There's no I need the internet.
Yeah, I'm
teach.
team internet too, by the way. I really don't care about AC or heat.
Don't be coming to my house when you guys are freezing.
She's going to turn off the Wi-Fi when
I'm gonna
you
have that
come over.
Wi-Fi with me.
No.
The hotspot.
Okay, we can work it out.
No, but in all jokes aside, internet is everything now these days, man. Your smartphones, it's all pretty much being ran through internet. Everything that you got on your phone is internet.
Navigation.
Yeah.
That in itself is huge. I'm directionally challenged, so
Yeah.
I need my navigation.
I remember a long time ago, we would rate our directions from MapQuest.
MapQuest.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me too.
That's crazy. Those are crazy times.
My dad
MapQuest.
used to, Allah yarhamah, our dad passed away too. Whenever he used to have an appointment with a new doctor, we would go the day before to make sure we found it.
Ooh.
Yes, because he was very particular about being late.
I thought everyone's doctor was Dr. Rahim in the South End.
Well,
He was his doctor, but whenever he had a special, because my dad, Allah yarhamah, had a lot of sicknesses. So whenever he had a specialty doctor, we had to go out in the burbs, and we never been there. We would go a day before, make sure everything is right, because he had to make sure that what I wrote down was the right directions, and so he could find it the next day.
Yeah. Collect calls. Who remembers that?
I remember that only
Is that it?
when certain people were in jail.
Oh, yeah. So you're a heating and AC person, for sure.
Yeah, I can't sweat, and I can't be cold. I get really aggressive,
Irritated, yeah.
Sada's only saying that until she don't have internet.
And then I'm coming over your house. But we established
Alright.
if you want heat and AC, you come over, and if I want internet, I go over.
There you go. Deal. All right. Next
Just
one.
like the sailboat.
You do get cold and irritated when you're hot. You do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that though. Would you rather never lose your phone again or never lose your keys again?
I don't want to ever lose my keys.
Yeah, my phone is always on me. It doesn't really get lost as much as my keys get lost. My keys get lost all the time.
Y'all just agreeing with each other just to hype
No,
each other up.
let me tell you a story. Let me tell you guys a story,
trying to
because
hype each other up,
she
man.
knows the story.
Yeah.
How are you going to get to work?
She knows.
You're going to be late.
Let me tell you what happened,
Uber.
Shema, let me tell you what happened.
Okay, sure, but why would I want to pay $35 for an Uber when I can just have my keys on me?
Just call your keys.
Let me tell you guys what happened. Just
I
recently.
drive a 2012 Ford Fusion. I don't got enough talking keys.
So we were running late, and my son got the car hot for me, got it ready for me. So he heated the car, and then he had the keys in his pocket. Okay, mind you.
Let me talk about my boy Ramsey like that.
Listen, and we're rushing, blah blah blah. I'm dropping him off, and he goes and he leaves, and I drive all the way to Salina from Dearborn High, which is like a 20-minute drive. I get to the.
I thought you were gonna tell the story when Musme had your.
There's so many stories I had my keys, but this is just recently. So then I get to the school. I notice it says no key in the key fob or no key, whatever, no key fob. It's not picking it up. Yeah. And I'm like, what? No, he has my key. So now imagine I can't go back home because he has my key. So I had to call her to go pick up my key from him to bring it to work so I can go home. Like, it's just, I don't want to deal with that.
Technically, you didn't lose it. It was with your son, but the other time when you lost it.
Oh yeah, I was at my brother's house and I wanted to go home and I couldn't go home because I didn't have a key.
Yeah, I don't need to have my phone.
Yeah, I don't need
all
that
the time.
Yeah, no, but my phone is always next to me. It's never lost. So that's why I wouldn't. It's never lost. And I have my Apple Watch and I could just ping it. But my car keys, there's no way of finding it. When it's gone, it's gone. You got to dig the whole house. Like, it's just this.
And it makes you sweat looking for it. And
because
you just blow dried your hair.
You know what? Yeah.
You're late.
You guys sold me. You sold me.
Imagine you're trying to go somewhere. Are you going to try to go home?
Yeah.
Imagine picking up your friends.
I was annoyed as hell that day. You know I was.
Yeah.
Yusuf, your thoughts? Yusuf's like, yeah, I lost my keys, man. I hate losing my keys.
Keys is the worst because I've been mentioned. You can always ping your phone with Apple Watch or anything like that.
And you could find my phone.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of anxiety when you lose your phone.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of anxiety. Pictures.
You can always call your phone.
Information. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety.
No, I agree with you guys. I think keys are for sure the answer. I mean, your phone, there's other ways of finding it, but when you lose your keys, you feel hopeless. You feel hopeless because it's like, where did I leave it last? And you start tracing your footsteps, and
then you start accusing people.
Yeah.
You had it. You took it. You don't want me to go out. Why are you hiding my keys?
You have the keys last.
You're always looking for it when you're literally walking out the door.
Yeah.
So that moment where you're trying to, it's just a lot. Like you said, sweating. You're like, oh my God.
You know what irritates me? If I'm in a house full of people and I lost something, no one getting up to help me.
Oh my God,
God.
yes.
I remember my dad a lot. If we're all looking, what are we looking for? I don't know. Just walk around. No.
And then if somebody's sitting down, even if it might not be under the key, get up, Lucy, behind
my pain is your pain. Get up.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not here. Get up.
That's the ultimate trust test. Get up.
My friend, we were at Target, and I don't know how she lost her phone. And imagine
at Target.
At Target. And thankfully it was 5 of us, so each one is in the aisles. We're going. And then thankfully she put in her find my friend or find my phone, whatever, and someone else's, and she kept on pinging it, and then I guess somebody grabbed it and then took it to the front. But we were hearing it, someone was in all the way there, and I was all the way there, and we were both hearing it. It was so crazy. So it's pretty loud, and it really works. So make sure you guys add the Find My Friend on your iPhone.
When you're out in public and you see someone's item, do you return it to lost and found or leave it where it's at?
It depends on what it is.
It depends on where I'm at.
It depends on what we need to do right after. If we need to hurry up and leave, or if we have a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's true. Because if I see whoever's, is this yours? And if it's not, then I would go ahead and do it. You get it? Mm-hmm. So.
But it's also not a good look. When you have it in your hand, so it's the awkward moment. People gonna be like, "Why do you have it in my hand?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because I'm the type of person that I always go back to the last place I had, and I usually find it, and I'm like,
yeah.
Now I gotta wait for someone to take it to lost and found.
And
you're in Target
thing
and
about
you're
it.
Waiting.
Yeah, the annoying thing about it is nobody said it on the mic. So we literally to the point where we were like, okay, it's getting closer, and then my friend was walking to Starbucks and then she's seen it over there, and I'm just I don't know.
Because sometimes people don't want to announce something because then other people go, oh, it's mine, and it's not really theirs.
But the only reason why we thought to go there was because we heard the pinging.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My phone's always on silent, so I wouldn't hear a ping, right?
No, you would still hear the ping. Yeah.
Oh, alhamdulillah, I've never lost my phone like that.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we don't.
Alhamdulillah.
Watch everyone lose their phone tonight.
Would you rather?
Seamus' fault.
Yes.
I mean, you can start us off on this one. Would you rather never have to work again or never have to sleep again? And then the adding thing, yeah, you never have to sleep again. You won't feel tired or feel any negative health effects. So take that into consideration. So basically, would you never have to work again or never have to sleep again? Sada's shaking her head like this is an obvious one.
No, it's not obvious. No, I'm like, we're like, okay,
Oh,
let her,
okay.
let her.
Well,
Cool.
so how would you make money?
As in what? Never have to work again?
Yeah.
SubhanAllah, it gets deposited into your bank account.
Like the
Yeah,
same amount.
or housewife. Housewife.
I love my sleep, you guys. I love my
But you'll
sleep.
never be tired. But it's just like, I'd be bored. Like, I'll be like hitting people up like, hey, 3 a.m., hey, you guys want to go watch a movie? And like, who's going to do it with me?
I genuinely love laying and sleeping. Like I love
You're tired. No, because she's tired. You're tired.
I guess, but like I like work sometimes. Like I like doing stuff, but I don't know. This is like you guys, I love when I get into bed at night and I can just
You could still do it. You just don't sleep. Like, what are you not understanding? You're never tired. You could lay down.
I mean
You could
I would
volunteer
do-
and be a teacher then if you're having money just coming and you just won't sleep.
But then you're gonna be like a vampire.
No health effects.
No health effects.
Yeah, no effects. No negative effects. You won't feel tired or feel any negative health effects. So
So if I don't work, then I can sleep, right?
yeah.
But then I still get money.
Yeah.
Well,
Housewife.
then, yeah, of course. I
So
would do that.
basically, the purpose of this question is time. If you don't work, you have time, and you get to sleep, and you have all this time to use things and do things.
yeah.
But if you don't sleep and you still work,
You'll still have time to do
you still
things.
have time at night when no one's bothering you to do anything.
I would say, if you put it like that, then it would definitely that would be like a dream world where you can work and also work on yourself, and do things for yourself. But if I'm making money, then I'll pick the sleep. To be honest with you, if I'm still getting money somehow, I'll pick the sleep. I love sleeping.
It's the
Because you could
our
always volunteer.
Our first disagreement is coming right
Yeah.
now. I know Shema's about to disagree.
I love me some sleep. I'm not gonna.
But you
lie.
could volunteer. You'll still have money.
Listen, I'm
No,
always
I'm still
behind on my
getting
list
money.
of things to do. I'm always behind.
Oh yeah, same.
Always behind.
Same.
I love cleaning when my mom was sleeping.
I don't even know when. People are like, oh, I'm bored. I don't have nothing to do. I never have nothing to do.
There's always something.
There's always something. So, but I need my sleep.
Yeah, even if it's like enjoying you time, that's considered something to do. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine binge watching a show from like 2 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock when you got to get ready for work. Boom.
And you're not tired.
You're not tired. I mean, some positive work evaluations because you're not tired.
Is that what you're
Highly
rolling with?
effective.
Yeah, I would not wanna sleep. I got so much stuff to do.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's my answer.
You
as
don't
well.
have work.
I don't mind working though.
Yeah, me too. I don't mind
mind working.
Yeah,
That
like
part I don't mind.
people
I
gotta
still
realize
sleep.
working is not like people make it seem like it's a bad thing. Like they make it
I
seem
like
like
being
it's
productive.
Yeah, like to me, it's what mentally like I can't just sit at home and do nothing. Like it bothers me so much. So
Oh, don't get it twisted. I love to sit at home and do nothing.
I can't unless
said
it's
she
like
wanted to
planned.
binge watch.
You know
Unless
why?
it's
Because
planned.
you don't get it a lot, so you value it.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if it's planned for me where I could be like, all right, this Sunday, like, we watch football and that's what we do. That's what we do. But it doesn't mean Monday through Saturday. I'm not doing everything to make sure that that's what's happening on Sunday. But at the same time, I definitely would not have to, man, if I could just feel normal and not have to sleep and get even more things done, I would definitely be that person because you just get more things done and you're just not tired and, yeah, I feel like you just get more things done, and when you can get more things done, you accomplish more. How about you, Sada?
Yeah, I would definitely not sleep.
You guys, your brain.
Wait, but if you don't sleep, you're gonna be in a position where you can eat more, and you're gonna gain a lot of weight.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
not if you work out and really use your time wisely.
Working out is. I love it. I'm just kidding.
80%.
I love working out.
I mean, you play sports, you said, so,
Yeah,
no,
you're
she
active.
does.
You're
No,
active.
I'm like,
Workout.
good for her.
Yeah.
Hurt my meniscus muscle.
that's dangerous.
Basketball.
Be careful because, obviously that's like, alhamdulillah, it's meniscus. You gotta be careful, There's a lot of other ligaments in that area.
Yeah,
that,
you got your jumper muscle. I know.
yeah.
Ice. You do some rice.
Yep,
Rest, ice, compression, and elevate.
for sure.
You
For
guys
sure.
don't ever want to turn off your brains?
Well, you can sit in your bed and hang out.
You're
That's not
never
your- my brain
tired.
is-
Nothing.
If I'm not sleeping, my brain is not turned off. My brain is only turned off when I'm sleeping. Even if I want to
Not
turn
getting
it
the
off.
question.
I know, but like I
don't
feel
know.
like I need that mental break.
Okay.
I can't be up all day.
Last Friday, I took 4 naps after work. Took 4 naps.
It's needed.
How long are your naps?
I think my perfect amount of naps is like 20, 25 minutes.
Nice.
Mine's like
Little
around
cat
40.
nap.
If I sleep
Really?
in the afternoon, I'm not waking up till the morning.
Yeah. Have you ever like fall asleep and then you wake up and it's like
You don't
11
know-
o'clock at
Yeah,
night?
and you're like, what the heck is going on?
And you're like,
Am I late for work?
robbed. Yeah, no. I mean, like you forgot the bus and you're 36.
Yes. You don't know what time zone you're in or
Yeah.
Yusuf, share your thoughts on this one.
I'm choosing the no sleep because 24 hours, you know, you got all that time, and just using your time, especially like the midnight when everyone else is asleep. I'm gonna make sure I get to use that time. You know, like you guys said, if I want to have time to work out, that's a big thing. And I'm not worried about gaining weight or anything because I know when to eat and when to not eat.
Per.
okay.
All right, Yusuf.
Share your secrets.
And Abid, you mentioned about sleeping. You know, it's nice and everything, but like you can like read a book and just enjoy your time there instead of.
You're
I
not
need my
going
brain
to get
to
tired.
stop.
You're not gonna get tired anyway.
I know, but I personally enjoy sleep. Like I like it.
She's Sleeping Beauty.
يلا خير.
There you go.
You know, I sleep early.
Shout out to these ladies right here. They're doing a great job with the Would You Rather questions. And now we want to also give a shout out to our next sponsor of today, which is Hanley International Academy. Shout out to Hanley International Academy, the school that Abid used to work at. And now she left Hanley to go to
And
Salon.
Umar.
And Umar as well. We appreciate Hanley and their support and all.
Reese
seriousness.
just called me today. She was asking about you and us, and she was saying, "How's it? It's not the same without you guys."
Yeah, actually, my wife, Amanda, she wanted to actually go watch the game on Thursday. If you want to go too.
I think today's the final game, right?
No,
She
that was
wrote
Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you commented, I was like, I was
Oh,
laughing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so shout out to Hanley. And then we're going to ask Shema, and some motivation. We're going to get some motivation from Shema. So be ready, Shema.
Ooh.
You know, Yusuf, you seem like a pretty smart man. What elementary/middle school did you get promoted from?
The one and only Hanley International Academy.
Hanley International Academy is a school that treats every student and staff like their own family. It's even in their vision statement, educating your child like our own. Their location is 2400 Denton Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. Their phone number is 313-875-8888. The academics there are great. The athletics there are great. Thank you to the staff and administrators at Hanley for educating our leaders of tomorrow.
All right.
I have to put on concealer.
So shout out to Shema, by the way. Again, follow her on social media. She made art. She's not taking any orders till December 15th.
I bet his birthday.
Abid's birthday. So remember when she does start taking orders to also wish Abid a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Because both things are happening at
So
once.
when you post it, you have to say, no, I'm not missing around.
No. I've been like thinking if should I do it December 15th or November 15th? I don't know.
November 15th?
Whose birthday is it?
Look at
Who's a Sagittarius?
So
I'm a Sag. We fall in there. Yeah.
You're a Sagittarius?
We're the best.
I don't know.
Wait, what are you?
We're the best. We are. We're like, unpredictable. We love to travel.
That's not good if you're unpredictable. I need to know what my friends are like. Khalas, we're not best friends.
Oh, what? Because I'm a Sag?
I'm kidding.
We're a good time.
I'm kidding.
What are you?
Take a wild guess.
A Leo?
Oh, wait.
No.
Watch it.
She's a Leo.
The way you
You gave me Leo energy a little bit.
No. That's just because I'm a middle school teacher and I tell kids what
Are
to
you
do all
Aries?
day. No, I'm Pisces, creative.
Okay.
We
I don't know any Pisces. When's your birthday?
Spicy Pisces.
That's enough information for people to look me
Oh, I'm sorry.
up
Never
on
mind.
Wiki. March 16th. I'm kidding.
March.
Oh,
we don't have
your
nobody in our
birthday's in March
family.
16th?
Yeah.
Does everyone have like a month where everyone is born in?
No, we're actually all in separate. Our family, our siblings, we all have our own month.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Minus Zach and they're
Our
both
family,
with you.
almost everyone is born in May.
that's funny.
And then
So
when
May.
Eid was in May. birthdays with me.
Everybody was broke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's the worst.
definitely. With that said, Sam Gobar said, I'm sorry, I think that's Bessam. You know Bessam Gobar?
Yeah.
BG.
He was the security guard.
Shout out to BG. That's funny. BG.
BG's a part of the old crew from Hamtramck.
Yeah.
So you know Fatima Fadak? I work with her now.
Bro, she's lived in the
We're in the same team.
Huh?
We're in the same 5th grade
I
team.
love Fatma.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. Like
I
she's
love the
literally.
whole family.
yeah.
Mashallah, they're really great. They are great people.
You didn't say that about BG though. That's the thing, man. How can
I
you say
mean,
my
he's an
BG?
OG.
Okay.
He's like founding father.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it was a big group of us in Hamtramck.
Yeah.
Like that was probably some of the greatest times in our like young lives. Like I had Fatma that I looked up to. Like I had other teachers there. Omar Qayed, Nabil Nagy. I mean, I don't want to like toot our own horn, but like
I was
there's
so
nothing-
lucky. Yeah.
There was nothing.
I was
like
a little
us
jelly.
Yemeni people.
and now I'm a little jelly because like she kind of has most of them. you
Like
know,
I was
working
telling
with
her
most
when I
of
was in high school. So when I was a senior, that was the time when she was
Middle
at Bridge,
schooler.
and I used to love going like to the events because I would see and then I never grew up with teachers that were Yemeni yet. You know what I'm saying? I never had that experience.
Yeah.
So to see people that look like me actually running a classroom, I'm like,
That's fun.
that is
Inspiration.
I mean, growing up for me, I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it was really hard because my teachers never looked like me.
yep.
So, like, simple things like pizza parties, they would have like pepperoni on it.
Yep.
And I remember I'll never forget this teacher. She goes, just pick it off. I'm like,
A lot of people say that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
they don't know that.
Yeah.
They don't know. you
yeah,
know.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Or they don't want to educate
But
themselves.
when you have a student that is a certain culture, you as a teacher, you should
For sure.
definitely take the leap
Consideration.
in consideration to learn about this child and to make this child feel as comfortable as every other student in the classroom. And knowing that you went through that probably made you want.
Oh, my teachers were a great example of a bad example.
Yeah, there you go. Same.
Yeah.
Mr. Moore, did you have Mr. Moore?
Bro, all Hamtramck schools, let's be honest with
Yeah, we had some.
I'm going to say this, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot
Public
of heat.
schools.
There is nothing like Yemeni people from Hamtramck. There's just that community.
you. All right, we gotta give
I
that
know,
round of
that's a-
applause.
There's just that community, that close knit. I mean, even most of the people from different communities outside of Hamtramck, most of us like taught in Hamtramck. But like when something happened, it was like we were all affected. Like everyone would make, food trains. We would all like rally for each other. We were all looking for each other's, not just backs, but even our students.
Yeah.
Like there's just nothing. I'll never forget. Like a lot of my students' moms back in the day, it was like sabayas,
Yep.
bags of sambusa, and I think that was probably the only time in my entire career that parents welcomed me into their homes. That was best time of my life was teaching in Hamtramck.
Carson
There
said
you
the
go.
Same thing.
Huh?
Carson said the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Carson.
I know. He was like the coolest guy ever. He still is. He still is.
All right. Well, with that said, shout out to Mr. Carson, by the way. He's
Like
a great
your-
guy.
Wait, what did Bassam say?
I just said she made art.
That's because you know what? He's one of the people that I talked about. He thought it was Shema the art.
Oh, no, he put that actually. She made the art, actually. He put that. I tried to be nice and not repeat. I thought he made a mistake, but I mean, he's
It was an inside joke.
Yeah, that was a joke there.
Him and my brother were like the two people. We're like, I thought it was Shema the art.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that too. I'm not gonna lie to you. So maybe it's a guy thing. So with that said, is it she made the art or is it she made art?
When I call or when I talk about my art page, I say she made art, But my name is Shema,
Yeah.
like in Arabic Fusha, Shema, or Shema. But growing up,
What do you prefer? Because we have a sister named Shema.
No, she was.
So like growing up, everyone called me Shema, and I can hear. I mean, my name is Shay, Shamshuma,
Yeah.
Shema al-Alima, like all the fun
Shema
names.
Alima.
Oh, heck yeah. And then when I'm like,
Should we tell her
Maybe.
Shimshima?
later? No, later on. No, after the show.
Shoo Shoo, like I have all the nicknames.
Shambhala?
Hey, calm down.
No, I'll tell you guys later. Go.
Calm down. No, I think the people that call me Shima are the ones that I've known since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And when I hear that name, it's like, well, who just said Shema? Like, who's in the room?
We have a cousin that's called, that she says her name is Shema. And then my sister, she says Shema.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering.
So, Shema, you know, we wanted to have a lighthearted conversation today, just enjoy it. But there are a lot of things going on in the world today. And, you know, with you doing arts, and this is your way of like, you know, kind of like getting away from everything that's happening. What advice do you have for someone out there who, you know, might be opening up their phone and, you know, they're struggling with what they're seeing, and it's getting to them, and it's affecting their everyday life, and, you know, they don't know how to carry themselves, and maybe they're taking days off of work, and, you know, they're in a depressed mindset because, you know, they're guilty because, you know, they're living a life that not others are living right now or not able to live. So I guess what advice would you have for someone who's struggling, you know, with their everyday life, seeing what's going on in the world today?
I don't know about everyone else, but I feel like I'm having PTSD from all these images. And every single day you see a video and you're like, this is the worst one. This is the worst one. And then 2 hours later, you're like, no, this is the worst one. I try to look for the good in each video. I don't want to start tearing up, but I try to look for the good. There was a man taking a woman out of the rubble, and these group of men, like, taking their jackets off, their clothes, and covering her hair. I mean, it's sad that she's coming out of the rubble, but our akhwan, our brothers, they're astering alayha. I don't know. I try to look for the good in each video, even as bad as it is. I mean, I'm sure everyone saw today's recent horrible video. I mean, a child, face completely blown off, limbs off, but alhamdulillah, they fulfilled their mission in life.
Yep.
They're shuhada in the akhirah.
I think that's the biggest thing that helps ease, you know, the heart, is knowing that they're all shahada, they're all going to a better place, they're all, you know, reaching heaven. It's difficult to see.
Difficult for the ones that are still here, that are mourning.
I mean, I tell my students all the time, like, we do check-ins, like, from 1 to 10. How are you guys feeling today? If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Like, we have, you know, times throughout the day, like, if you want to talk about it, like, get it out of your system, write about it or something. But I find comfort in the hadith that these people don't even feel a pinch. Like a mosquito bite, nothing. It's hard. It's hard to think that, seeing those images, but there's things that we can do, and there's obviously things that we can't do. Continue sharing the truth. Continue posting about it. These people's lives weren't lost in vain, you know? How are we gonna, you know, there's gonna be a time where we meet our Creator, and He's gonna ask us, what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do? I know what I can do within my capacity, and I'm doing it. I know there's simple things with my religion that I know. You know, da'wat al-sayim istama', like the da'wat al-mazloom istama'. Fast as much as you can. Make dua. Fundraise, give charity. Take a pause after you pray. Take a minute during sujood. Make the du'as. Make the du'as. Because Imam Umar Sulaiman says, you're going to meet these people Yawm al-Qiyamah, and they're going to tell you, Jazakallah alf khairan. And they're going to look at God, and they said, they saw me 1,000 miles away, and they continue to share about me. So you get to meet these people, inshallah. And these are the people that are going to greet you. May not be at their level because they're at the highest level, but I'm not going to put my head on my pillow knowing that I didn't do what I can within my capacity.
Thank you for that, Shema. That was a great answer, and kind of what I was hoping for too. And just so people could understand that, like I said, today's conversation was a little lighthearted, but we want people to know that don't think that it's not bothering us what's going on. It's on our minds. It's on our phones. we turn it on and you'll see the videos yourself. And it bothers me. It bothers me to this day. It just bothers me that nothing is really being done, and it's just happening now for over 2 weeks, and nothing is happening. Like Shema said, what we can do though is keep sharing, make dua, donate what you can, fast if you can, make dua while you're fasting, and just don't forget about them, because at the end of the day we're going to be asked, what did we do at this time? And you don't want to be the person that says that they did nothing while your brothers and sisters were dying. So
We definitely need humanity and hope.
for sure. Any final words from anyone else? Abir, do you have anything else you want to add? I know you kind of already said something, but
Good, thank you.
all right. Well, with that said, first of all, again, this was season 3, episode 8 of Motivate Me 313's podcast. I first want to say shout out to Shema, Sarah, Abid, and Yusuf for executing another great show. Shout out to Manat doing the content. We appreciate her as well. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials. You have YouTube, Oz Media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok under Oz Media. You can listen to the show later on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Shout out to our sponsors. You got Hanley International Academy, Juice Box. You got the Balkan House, Qahwah House, BC Adhesives, and Specialty Medical Center. We appreciate them and their support. Shema, anything you want to final end it off, I guess?
Final words?
I was going to say final, yeah.
No, to the people out there that are struggling with what they want to be when they grow up, it's okay. I'm 36. I still don't know what I want to be. No, just follow your heart. Don't be influenced. I know parents have a tendency to want the best for us, but listen to your gut. There's 2 things in life that I know for certain. We're all going to die. To never question my intuition or gut.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all, not next week. We're taking a week off, but we'll see you the following week. Be safe and have a great rest of your week.